What up, what up? Welcome back. Fantasy Facts Machine, Georgia Truth Factory, Fuchs, and myself, Kev Lou. And we're about to get into these breakout players, which we've kind of gone over and decided that it's basically last year's rookie wide receiver draft class.
Yeah, more or less. Draft those guys pretty much anywhere. All of them.
If a guy's a wide receiver and he's a rookie last year, he's probably going to break out this season.
Just draft him. Yeah, we feel pretty good about it.
Who's at the top of your list right there?
I mean, it's hard for it not to be Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
Again, Rodgers is 40. We get it. But Wilson was incredible last year with I shudder to say Zach Wilson's name on this podcast.
Garrett Wilson may be the new Justin Jefferson.
He's incredible. Chris Olave is just another guy that, again, there's a reason why that receiving class at Ohio State was as vaunted as it was. Like, these guys are beasts. David Carr throws a really pretty deep ball. We said how little we trust Michael Thomas. Olave is going to be the number one there pretty quickly if he's not already a certified number one. Drake London is a guy that I'm a little more concerned about, but that's just because of the quarterback situation. I just do not trust Desmond Ridder at all. I know they signed Heineke, who can air it out a little more. London's an animal. I mean, you as a USC Trojan,
yes,
of course.
He's amazing,
incredible. He's a guy that I do have a little bit lower than those other two guys.
What about Christian Watson on the Green Bay Packers, who also has a quarterback situation brewing?
I mean, he was one of the best receivers in all of football for the last 6 weeks. He was incredible.
It's a bold statement.
He was just incredible. He breaks open for touchdowns over and over and over again. I like him, and I like Romeo Doubs too. If Jordan Love can show anything, those guys can be had for pretty incredible value.
That's seven. We covered 7 wide receivers from last year's rookie class.
It was a hell of a class.
It was a hell of a class. Yeah. Who else do we got here?
I mean, Isaiah Pacheco, he's supposed to be healthy. We like him coming in. He should be getting most of the carries. But again, it's a running back by committee thing there a lot of the times.
Yeah, he's a beast, though, when he runs the ball. I mean, I know they love him in Kansas City.
Yeah, I guess it would behoove us to mention another wide receiver, Sky Moore. They lost Juju. Travis is 34 now. Like, Sky Moore's starting to develop a little bit. Again, they spread the ball around so well that it's hard to really hold on to a Chief outside of Kelsey as a really, really high value play. But yeah, Sky Moore's a really talented guy.
Sky Moore has the wheels to complement, Mahomes' arm.
Yeah, so he can win you a game or two.
He can. How about Rachaad White on Tampa Bay?
So everybody loves him. I mean, and again, he's the kind of the Gibbs comparison where he's going to be a PPR stud. He's great out of the backfield. They obviously let Leonard Fournette go. That offense should be pretty putrid, all things considered. No offense to Baker or Kyle Trask or whoever the hell is running the offense now.
Baker. They got Baker. Okay. He's going.
It's
but, I mean, it might mean more carries for White.
Yeah, and White's okay, but it feels like one of those overhyped initially because we don't really know what it's going to look like. I think he's fine. I'm not looking at him as a guy that's just going to be consistent enough. I'm worried about his consistency.
The guy who's actually my top breakout player, who's kind of obvious because he's filling in, he's sliding right into a starting role on a high-powered offense, is Madison.
Purple and gold, huh?
A little purple and gold.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny, Madison and A.J. Dillon last year were high on everybody's list. And it's kind of like this year they're not high on everybody's list, but as far as Madison goes, he's the starter.
Yeah.
Whereas last season as the handcuff, everybody wanted him on their team.
Now, people have said he's had league average stats, what he's had in his touches. He's still very young. As you said, that offense is pretty potent. A lot of continuity. Losing Dalvin's huge, but if Madison can block okay, he's going to be getting – I mean, the Vikings drafted a running back in the 7th round. They signed the XFL leading rusher. We don't have a lot of depth in that backfield. So, yeah, I mean –
I'm going to have to look into the XFL. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to play, but, we signed him nonetheless. So, yeah, Madison's a guy
I mean, he's going to get the opportunity for sure.
He's a guy that – see, I like Madison if you start – if you're going PPR and you're just drafting all wide receivers, right? And Madison starts slipping a little bit and you wind up getting 3 of your stud wide receivers early, Madison can be that 4th guy.
So what round are you taking Madison in? You don't think he's a 3rd rounder?
If I would push him a little further back than that. Yeah.
Wow.
It depends on the league structure. It depends on a lot of stuff. But listen, he's a starting running back on a good offense. There is not anybody that's competing with him. And he's been more or less healthy. So.
All right. Well, got it. So
let me put it this way. I will take Madison over Miles Sanders any day.
All right. That's good to know.
Yeah.
So the formula for the breakout players this year is very simple. If they got drafted last year,
yes,
they're going to break out this year, most likely, if they didn't already, or if they're named Madison. So that's it for our breakout players. We'll be back with some more strategery very soon. This is George Truth Factory. I'm Kev. We'll see you soon.
Set up my squad, wake up and pray. Turn on the tube, don't believe what they say. Get out my way, I got sleepers to play. Shooting my shot and I seen who you waved. You waving the flag, I'm just chasing the bag. All my team special, we taking it back. Doing our dance while you blaming the draft. I'm a machine, just stating the facts. I'm a machine, just stating the facts. I'm a machine, just stating the facts. I'm a machine, just stating the facts.